Good morning, Mukwonago. From the den today, we are here with Abby Armour, our library director, and Emily Sighthammer, our associate director of programming and collections.
Yes.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
I'll be honest, I was so excited to have you guys here because I hear there's a really big festival coming up. Tell me all about this.
Yes, we're going to be having the first ever Mukwonago Book Festival. It is going to be on Sunday, May 17th, from 10 a.m. until 4. And we are super excited because we're going to have 14 local authors join us. And yeah, it's going to be a big party behind the library. We're very excited celebrating our local authors. So,
Oh my goodness. So, local authors,
yes.
that's awesome because everybody here, we know how much Mukwonago loves their local authors, and there's so many. When people come, what is the time that they can come? Or tell me a little bit about the day, how it's going to be structured.
Yeah, so it's going to start at 10 a.m. So everything will be set up and ready to go at 10. We are going to have 5 panels that day. So the first panel will start at 10 o'clock. So you can hit the ground running right away. We will be publishing the schedule ahead of time so you can find everything
Nice.
to
Okay.
and see. So you can plan your day. But yeah, so behind the library, we're going to have a couple of tents. So we're going to have one very large tent that all the authors are going to have their own table. So you'll be able to meet them, buy a copy of one of their books, get the book signed and personalized to you. So they will all be hanging out there in the signing tent. And then also inside that tent, we're going to have a stage. So the authors are signed up for 15-minute slots to talk about themselves and their backgrounds and how they got started.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, so they're going to be doing that as well. And then we also have our local bookstore in Waterford, Reads by the River. Kelly is the owner there. She's going to be joining us and selling books during the book festival. So you can stock up on your summer reading. You can buy some copies of books from our local authors. But it's kind of a one-stop shop, so you can buy lots of stuff with Kelly. And then next to Kelly, the tent next to her is going to be our resources tent. So we have we have a local author named Ken Humphrey, who is going to be representing the Wisconsin Writers Association. So for anybody in the community that's looking for a writing group, looking for resources, interested in writing their first book, maybe they already have one book published.
That is amazing.
It's a way to connect and have a group to join and have like support.
Right.
So you can come to the Wisconsin Writers Association table and talk to Ken. And then also at the resources tent, we are going to have Orange Hat Publishing from Waukesha. So the owner there is going to be at the tent, so you can talk to him if you're interested. You're like, okay, I have this book, but what do I do with it now? How do I get published?
Right.
Who do I talk to? What do I do? Like if it was me, I wouldn't know where to go.
Right.
So you can talk to him, and he's also going to bring some of his published authors with him too. So we'll actually have more than 14. We have 14 like on the like scheduled, but we're going to have more authors there. So he's bringing some, so you can ask them questions like how their experiences are, and just get some more information. And then next to them, which will be kind of the starting point, if it was me, I'd want to start with this tent actually, so I should have told you this first. We're very fortunate because our the Friends of the Library are going to be fully funding. They're fully funding the book festival for us, which is very generous. So they're going to have a tent, which is kind of the welcome booth where you want to start, and they will give you your schedule for the day, answer any questions if you'd like to make a donation to them. We have very, very nice tote bags that were designed in-house by our marketing person,
Emma. I saw
a
picture of those online.
Yes, so you can buy them now. They are for sale at the library. Okay. They're $15. The money fully goes towards the Friends of the Library to support them and support the library. So you can buy a tote bag ahead of time or the day of. and yeah, so they're going to be there. And then inside is where we'll have the panels. So in our community room. So we have 5 panels happening throughout the day. And between our 14 authors, a lot of them are moderating a panel, and they'll all be on at least one panel as well. So there's different topics. So we have like one panel on like if you're a fiction writer, how do you build characters? How do you create memorable characters and characters that people will connect with? There's also a panel on like how do you get started? Like, okay, I have this idea for a story in my head, but what do I do with it? What do I
Sure.
do?
Yeah.
And then there's another panel on okay, I have my story, but like now what do I do? Do I get an agent? Do I self-publish? Do I go find a publisher? Like, what do I do?
That is
So you'll get to
amazing.
hear different perspectives from our different local authors.
So, where did the idea for this come from?
So I've been at the library for a little over 4 years now. And since I've started, I've been bothering Abby about it. I've wanted to do a book festival for a long time. I kind of had the idea from my last library because they did a kind of like Waukesha Reads where the community would all read the same book and then they would bring in the author. And they would bring in pretty good sized authors. This is up in the Fox Valley. So I had an experience with that and I really liked it a lot. And so I was like, oh, I'd love to do this in a similar capacity, but supporting more authors and local authors instead of bringing in a big author. So we've been planning this for over a year actually. And when I first had the plan, when I was like, okay, I have the plan now, we pitched it to our library board president and was like, hey, what do you think about this? And he was like, this sounds great.
Yeah.
Get your whole plan together and then we'll pitch it to the library board because the library is not open on Sundays. So this is a Sunday event. So we had to make sure that it was okay, that we could have it after hours. So they approved it, and then we went and pitched it to the Friends of the Library, and they loved it, and they were like, yep, we will financially support it. And yeah, so that's kind of how it all came together.
Well,
so,
and,
yeah.
and one thing that I've learned throughout all of this process is how much this is helping. You really focused on trying to help the authors.
Yes.
Because I did not realize, I learned through this,
Mhm.
is when authors, even little local authors, when they go to a book festival like this, typically they usually have to pay to be there.
Yes.
And as
Wow.
librarians, we were
shocked.
offended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you make that
Exactly. Like they're just trying to put
Well, and then
art
that
into the
puts so
world.
much
Yeah.
stress of them having
Yes.
to at least sell a few books
Yeah.
or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have to like recoup their costs.
Yeah.
And so what I'm super proud about this is Emily and the rest of the staff and everybody and the generosity of the friends it's really about supporting those authors because a library is nothing without their authors. We need these people.
Right.
And something's in the water in Mukwonago because we have a lot of authors around. It's so exciting to see people in this
Yes.
community love to read, they love to write, and this was kind of born of this idea of how can we really celebrate all of that.
Yeah, yeah. Because actually, my first program, when I got my current job, because I started off in circulation, but when I got my current job as associate director, my first program that I did was an author event, was a book launch for one of our local authors, Sean Verdoni.
Oh yes.
And she's incredible. Like she's one of my favorite people. She's just incredible. And so I had a lot of conversations with her being like, I would love to do this kind of thing. But
Yes.
what is helpful
Mm.
as an author's perspective? Like if the library was going to do this, what makes it worth your while to be with us all day? Because it's that's a good chunk of time to ask
yeah.
somebody a whole
sure.
Sunday, basically. So I said, what's worth your time? And so she helped me a lot of like running through different ideas. And the 15-minute stage idea, that was completely her idea. She was like, I went to a book festival. They did that. I sold tons of books after.
It
And I was like,
makes
we'll do
such
it.
a difference because
Yeah.
I heard her at Rotary Club,
Yes.
and just hearing her story makes you want to buy her book, and you feel more connected to the
Yes.
author. So
Yes.
hearing all their stories, I think, is very important.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I'm very excited. And all the authors are very excited. So that just makes me really
I
excited because
know.
I get emails all the time because I'm emailing them back and forth, and we're coming up with the schedules and everything, and they're always just so enthusiastic and excited. So
Great.
it's going to be
I'm
really
so
great.
excited.
Yeah.
So this happens, it starts at 10,
Yes, 10 o'clock. Yes.
and you'll have food trucks there.
Yes, we will also have food trucks. Since it is over lunch, we wanted to make sure that we had food, for people to purchase. So we'll have food trucks, and then we also are very lucky because the Rotary is going to be joining us, and they're going to have alcohol sales
Okay.
during the event too. So it's a full day.
So what if I can't come right away or anything? Is this like
Yeah,
a schedule where you
yeah.
have to attend everything?
No.
How does that work?
You can show up whenever you'd like. If you'd like to just stop for 5 minutes, if you just want to stop and get something to eat, that's okay. Whatever you'd like to do. It is a full day. So if it was me, what I would do is I would look at the panels and kind of schedule my day around the panels
Based on what you wanna do,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I would
Oh,
look
that's
at those
great.
and decide which ones, and then you can stop by the author tent after and grab something to eat. So.
And I may have asked this, but where do people get information about the schedule?
Yeah, so we will be posting the full schedule once it's done. We're currently working on it right now. So we're finalizing everything, and then we'll get everything up on our website. So we have a lot of information already on our website, and we have like all the author bios and everything, so you can see who's going to be there. And we've kind of been teasing them all on our social media every week. We've been posting a new one, but they are all up on our website too, so you can see everybody that's going to be
This
there.
is so exciting.
yeah.
This is great. I can't wait for people to come in. Now, and you don't have to be a Mukwonago resident or anything like that to attend. This is open to the public,
Yep.
everyone.
Open to the public, and of course we're a library, so it's free because
Mhm.
that's
Ah.
because of the generosity of their friends is really supporting the authors. So we want to make this open celebration of reading and writing and getting people connected to awesome research. Well, it's what libraries do. But we also know this community loves to get together and just have a good time together. And so we wanted to provide this. And it's a great opportunity, like you said, if you can't come right away, you can come for a panel, maybe stick around for some food, and then come back later. There's no ticketing or anything like
Yeah.
that. So you're able to show up, when you're able to.
And this is on Washington Park, which is right connected to the library. So it's
Yep.
all a nice open space.
Yep.
Plenty of parking.
Yep.
All of that.
Yep.
Oh, this is
Yes.
wonderful. I'm so excited about this. So let's talk more about some of the other programming, because I get this email from you guys and it is amazing. Every week you have a ton of events going on and programming, and I absolutely love, and there's just not enough time in the day because you guys have so many opportunities for everybody, every age group, everything. I love it. Tell me about some of your important programming that you have going on, and how can someone get that email?
Yes.
So,
So the email is our weekly e-newsletter, and we get people asking, like, can you get like a handout paper copies of stuff? We do too many things. We can't literally fit it on a piece of paper. So the best way to get information about the library is our e-newsletter. If you go to our website, www.mukwanagolibrary.org, at the bottom there's a button that says sign up for our newsletter. That is the easiest way to stay in touch. Our amazing marketing and outreach specialist, Emma, puts that together. And we talk about it weekly on what we want to make sure everybody knows about and highlight our programs. And you're talking about all the programs listed in there. That's not even all the programs.
I know. It is nuts.
That's like
That's
the like top 5 out of like the 40 we do in a week.
We have to like cut it down.
Yeah, we have to cut it down and choose. And book recommendations, staff
that's fun
recommendations,
too.
other information that's happening. So definitely sign up for the e-newsletter. And then I just got to give a shout out. My staff is amazing. All of my staff members are awesome, but I don't think people realize how much time and energy goes into planning programs. They listen to the community, they see what other libraries are doing, they see what trends are doing. They're planning months in advance. So we're publishing our calendar 2 months out so people can plan. They're doing all this amazing thinking and trying to get all kinds of cool stuff for all ages, not just kids, all the way up to adults, fun things. One program I'm excited about that's coming up is the plant exchange.
Oh, yes.
I know.
I
yeah, that's our
saw
first
that.
one.
That
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Describe
What-
a little bit of that, and
Yeah.
then share some other programs. But we don't have 4 hours.
Yeah,
So.
'cause- yeah, because we've done. So we decided this year we wanted to do 2 craft swaps and 2 plant swaps. So we've done 2 craft swaps. So that's just bring in craft supplies that you don't want anymore or aren't going to
Okay.
use anymore, and then you can swap it for other craft supplies that you do want. So you're not paying
that
for
other people are
anything
bringing in.
that other people. Yeah,
Oh
so
my
you're swapping
gosh.
it. So if
Mhm.
Abby,
This is so
you know,
ideal.
Yes,
it's
it's
so
perfect.
nice. It's so nice, and it was such a huge hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
That our second one we actually added an extra day, so we added it on Saturday too, because a lot of people came in and they were like, "Oh, can you please do this on Saturday? Because like, you know, my best friend is working right now, but she'd love to come in on a Saturday." So then we added a Saturday. So we've done the craft swaps. We're gonna do another one in the fall, end of summer, but coming up is gonna be a plant swap. So if you have plant cuttings, you know, if you have a full plant, I guess, and you
Ugh.
don't want it anymore, if you know you're ready for it to go to its next home,
Yeah.
you can bring them in, and then it's the same idea. You're not paying for anything. You know, you just bring in something, and then you can take something
Oh,
home.
nice.
So perfect for spring. So
Yeah, getting
Ugh.
refreshing your house plants, and
Yeah.
like I've got a pothos that I can do 15 cuttings off.
yeah,
that thing.
same. I have some cuttings like sitting in water at home that
Yep.
I'm ready to bring in.
Yep.
So,
Oh, that is
yeah, so
awesome.
it's gonna be fun.
I love this.
Yeah.
And then come June, we have our summer library reading program kickoff. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so this happens. Now this will be our 5th annual. Oh goodness. We do a kickoff to the summer. The library does a summer reading program, and that's a whole summer just packed with reading challenges with prizes, but also just a jam-packed schedule of really cool programs for kids, teens, and adults throughout the summer. Kind of keep that summer learning or that learning going over the summer. Our kickoff is Saturday, June 13th. It's always the Saturday after all the school's out. Everybody's just looking for a start to summer.
Yes.
And same thing, we take over Washington Avenue Park, which is right behind the library. Put up a big tent. We usually have like a inflatable bouncy house. We usually
Oh, the
show
kids
off
go
air.
nuts.
It's so
It
fun.
is
Yeah,
so
it's fun.
nice.
Metaspace usually in the past has done like air rockets, shooting off those. We usually have like outdoor games, and the friends usually hand out a free frozen treat, and there's a petting zoo.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it's just this big celebration of the start of summer, and you can sign up for our summer reading challenge, which is kids, teens, and adults. And the reading challenge is super simple. You track it on your phone, so you don't need to have any extra, pieces of paper hanging
Nice.
around.
Okay.
And goes throughout the summer, and get a library card if you haven't gotten a library card or you need to renew your library card, and then go check out a big old stack of books and start your
Adults
reading.
too, you said?
Yes, we get amazing reading challenge prizes.
Yes.
Yeah, we get so the Bridges Library System, which we are a part of, helps procure lots of really cool coupons. So, like, if you are a kid or a teen, you can win a free coupon to like the state fair, and
Wow.
all kinds of different stuff like that. Different
Like Bucks tickets,
Bucks tickets.
Admirals tickets.
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah,
Yeah.
really cool prizes. But our local community is so generous and nice.
Mhm.
They donate some seriously cool prizes
Mhm.
for adults reading. So we've gotten gift certificates to local restaurants, passes for golfing games,
Mhm.
prize like baskets that are like picnic kits, and oh my goodness.
Mhm.
And like when you're a kid, you used to read and you'd like win a pizza, but now as an adult, you can read and like
Win
win
dinner.
a dinner. Dinner and fork in the road. I'll read
Yeah,
for that.
yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. Oh my goodness. Well, I like that. And you hit on library cards. So tell me, do you have to be a Mukwonago resident to participate in this, or actually anything? Check out a book. Tell me more about the communities, because I know there's some communities around us that are kind of small that don't have libraries.
Yeah. So if you are a human in the state of Wisconsin, you are able to get a library card. We keep it simple, and it's fun. You know, we've given out library cards to tiny little babies who've just arrived in the world. We get lots of people who are moving into the area, and their first stop is the library to get their library card. We work as part of the Bridges Library System, so there's 24 libraries in Jefferson and Waukesha counties. And then that means your library card operates at all of those libraries. So you can go up to Waukesha, check out some books there, come back down here. But what I'm really proud of is the state of Wisconsin has done a really great job in their state statutes to make sure that every Wisconsin resident has access to a library, which means if you live in a place that might not have its own library, you are able to go to any library in the area and check out books for free. So we actually serve a lot of people in the area. Like you said, there's a lot of smaller municipalities in the
Yeah.
area. They can come right on in. They can come do our reading challenge. They can check out books. They can hang out, use
And-
all of our stuff, go to
And
our
did I
programs.
see you guys are fine free now?
Yes.
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 We are.
Yeah.
We're excited about that.
Yeah. The library board had that on their last strategic plan and really dug into it. And last November 1st, we went fine free on all of our regular collections. So if you're a day or two overdue, because everybody's
It
busy.
happens. I know. I know.
The cars get, the books get left in grandma's car, or
Yep.
everybody gets busy, and it just gives that grace that I think everybody needs. And everybody still returns all of their books. Everything still comes back. Like everybody understands that it's how the library works, and it was really just not worth the time and the energy for the very, very small amount
Yeah,
of money that
yeah.
we got.
Mhm.
I think it's so novel. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it's welcoming, and that
Exactly.
was really what we wanted, was to people, to remove those barriers, because there's a lot of barriers in this
Oh,
world.
yeah. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we just want you to check out a stack of books and bring it back
Exactly.
and check out another stack.
So I know I have used the Metaspace 511. This is such an amazing addition to the library.
Mhm.
So tell me about this and what people can do there.
Yeah, so the Metaspace 511 is our maker space, and that's part of our programming team.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's a great way to add extra different and unique programs to the library. So what does the Metaspace offer?
Yeah, so we're very lucky because we have Nancy, and she's full time and she's a librarian, and she is our lead innovator in the Metaspace. So she can teach you basically anything. Nancy knows
I can
everything.
vouch for
Yes,
this
yes.
because she taught me so much about that laser engraver. That was
Yeah.
the very cool. That was
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, she has so much knowledge. It's
Mhm.
incredible.
Mhm.
So we have all kinds of very cool equipment in Metaspace. So laser engraver, like you said, we have 3D printers, we have a sublimation machine, we have Cricuts in there, sewing machines. Yeah, so
And people can just sign up for time and come.
yes,
Oh,
yeah.
that
So
is-
yeah, so we have open maker hours. So that's dedicated time that we have staff members there to help you learn. So Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays we have hours open. But we also do programs and stuff in there too. So
Sure.
you can sign up for programs if there's like a specific, you learn that
Yeah,
specific thing. But
I
if you
did
have an
that too.
idea, but if you just have an idea, you can sign up during open maker hours, and
Nice.
Nancy can help you learn.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, when I was there was a student who was there trying to make something for their parents.
Mhm.
And it was so cool. It just, the ability for us to be able to help them create something and learn
Mhm.
Mhm.
was amazing. So, the other thing that I know that you guys do are checking out of things.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Tell me about this.
If you haven't been into a library recently, it's not what you
It is
remember
not.
growing up.
It is so different.
We have a library of things, which we call the Thingery, and the Thingery Junior for stuff for kids. And these are items that you check out just on a library card for free. And bring it back just like you would a book. And they're things that help with lifelong learning and creativity. So you can use your library card to check out things like a jewelry making kit or a sewing machine. We have giant yard games. So if you're planning your
Whoa.
graduation party and you want
Yeah.
the 4 foot tall Connect Four game, we've got stuff like that. And And then in the kids thingery junior, we have musical instruments if you want to learn how to play a musical instrument. Steam kits, so you can explore all kinds of things like with marble runs and connect sets and all kinds of really cool things. Checks out and returns just like any other book at the library.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely is evolved.
Yes.
Yes.
I love this. Well, we're running out of time, so I'm going to say thank you so much, Abby and Emily, for helping us out today. I think we're going to have you back because there's just too much to talk under one episode here. But good luck at the book festival.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you there. And folks, if you have questions, you can log on to www.mukwanagolibrary.org. Thank you so much and have a great day.